Zwom. Doot, 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 doot. BMO.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another BMO Creative crypto video. So this one is about the Pouakai. So the South Island Maori tell the story of Pouakai, a gigantic bird of prey which terrorized the local people. The name Pouakai translates to old glutton as far as I can tell, so it must have eaten a lot and often. In the legends, this giant bird would regularly swoop down and attack men, women, and carry off small kids. No one could escape its sharp talons, and the mighty rush of its wings struck fear into the hearts of all who heard it. According to one story, one day a visiting warrior heard of the living conditions of the people and volunteered to get rid of the monsters by coming up with a way to fight back against them. Taking 50 armed men with him, he taught them how to do this. He crept up to the foot of the mountain in the dead of night and built a large trap out of manuka saplings. So the trap was basically like several giant duck blinds, pretty much. At first light, while the 50 warriors hid inside the traps, the hunter volunteered to lure a Pouakai from its nest. One giant bird saw him and swooped down to attack him. Sprinting for his life, he just made it back to the traps before the bird caught up with him, and it made the bird come down really low to the ground, and it had to fly really slow and really powerfully flap its wings to regain altitude, so it was moving slower. And at that moment, the warriors sprang from their hiding places and speared the Pouakai to death. So although this sounds like a great fairy tale, and was not believed by England's scientists back in the day, it's a true story, and the birds were real. This story may be one of mankind's last faint recollections of one of the largest eagles that ever lived, a bird with a wingspan of over 3 meters easily, which could take down adult moa birds, which are basically like ostriches and emus put together. And it also attacked Maori people by slamming into them and crushing hips and ribs with its talons. They weighed around 40 kilos and had giant claws that were around 10 centimeters, which is roughly 4 inches. And their talons, their claws themselves, the whole foot basically, was around the size of a tiger's paw or a full-size dinner plate. It's said that we don't know the coloration of the bird, but recreations have been made based on now believed Maori stories and cave drawings and things that they had done and the descriptions. And sometimes they had bald heads as well, because like vultures, if they stick their heads into enough dead bodies, like of the moa birds, they would kill the bird and then eat the organs first. They lose the feathers off of their heads, just like vultures do. So it is not surprising that such an impressive predator left its mark on the minds of the early inhabitants of these islands. An eagle which specialized in hunting large biped birds may have occasionally killed new arrivals in its territory because Maori, the natives, often wore feathers and long grass that looks like feathers, or because they were much slower and easier to kill than the moa birds. They were on the New Zealand islands up until like 500 or 600 years ago, and may still be in Africa or surrounding territories, based on the descriptions of giant birds being seen in these areas. But they left New Zealand because of the Maori attacking them using their new way of fighting back, and also their hunting style and the extinction of the moa, which is also because of the Maori pretty much. When gold was being dug out of New Zealand, hundreds of bones of extinct animals were dug up, and one was of course the Pouakai in the 1870s. And the name given to this eagle was the Haast eagle, after the museum director, Dr. Julius Haast, which is right there in the upper left-hand corner. Down in the lower right-hand corner, that is a harpy eagle claw. And the Pouakai is roughly twice the size of a harpy eagle. So that gives you an idea of how big this bird was. So, what do you think of the Pouakai, or the Haast eagle? Leave a comment below. Anyways, that is going to do it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe to BMO Creative for more crypto videos. Thanks so much. Bye.